Have you ever had one of those days where you're just itching for a good scratch? Not like an itch that you can't quite reach, but one that's right there on the surface begging you to dig in and just give it a good pluck. You run your fingers through your hair and feel that little tug on your scalp. You look over and there it is, a big, beautiful, perfectly round dandruff flake sitting atop your head like a little white hat. And then it happens. You reach up, grab it by the edges, and just rip it out. And if they haven't worked, you're not alone. First, try using a gentle shampoo and conditioner. Harsh chemicals can dry out your scalp and make dandruff worse. A dermatologist can help you identify the underlying cause of your dandruff and recommend the best course of treatment. They may prescribe you a special shampoo or antifungal cream, or suggest other treatments such as laser therapy. Second, be sure to clean your shampoo brush regularly. A dirty brush can spread dandruff around and make the problem worse. And third, consider using a humidifier. Dry air can also dry out your scalp, so adding moisture to the air could potentially help. Dandruff can be stubborn, and it can take some time to find the right treatment. But don't give up. There are treatments out there that can help. As it tears away, you see all the smaller pieces break off and fall to the ground below. And when you look down, you can see that it left this huge gaping hole in your scalp, almost as if something big and ugly was living underneath your skin. But then, just as quickly as it appeared, it's gone. Perhaps it is the sound that the fingernails make as they scrape across the scalp. Or maybe it is the sight of the big flakes that come off. Whatever the reason, there's something about these videos that can be both relaxing and fascinating to watch. Just be careful not to get too addicted to them, or you may find yourself spending more time than you'd like to admit staring at other people's dandruff, leaving behind only the memory of its former glory and a faint echo of what used to be. For some, the feeling of removing a large piece of dandruff can be quite satisfying, even euphoric. For others, it may bring a sense of relief or perhaps even embarrassment. But whatever the emotion, one thing is for sure: the moment that big flake is scratched off, it leaves behind a big, noticeable hole in its wake. Now, if you're someone who struggles with dandruff, you know how annoying and embarrassing it can be. But did you know that there are actually people out there who get a kick out of watching others scratch their dandruff off? In fact, there's even a name for these videos: DN. D-R-U-less. That is because these videos are often shared on social media platforms, where people share their most intimate and personal experiences, in the hopes of connecting with others who can relate to them. And while some may find it strange, it's important to remember that everyone is different, and what may be normal to one person may be taboo to another. Now, before we go any further, let me just say that I am not a dermatologist or a medical professional of any kind. So if you have concerns about your scalp or hair, please speak with a qualified professional. With that said, it's generally believed that dandruff is caused by a combination of factors, including genetics, stress, and a fungus that lives on the scalp. And while there's no cure for dandruff, there are treatments available that can help manage the symptoms. If you're someone who struggles with dandruff, you've probably tried one or two of these treatments already. In the meantime, here are a few quick tips that may help alleviate your dandruff symptoms. And if you're still struggling with dandruff, don't be afraid to reach out to a professional. Now, whether you struggle with dandruff or not, there's no denying that sometimes it can be really satisfying to watch others scratch their dandruff off.